Welcome back to Oracle TV. I am here with our first guest, Paul Jenkinson. He is the CEO and co-founder of Whitespace. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Fritz. Lovely to be here.
All right, well, let's start with the work that you're leading behind building sovereign AI for defense and national intelligence. Can you talk a little bit more about what Whitespace is doing?
Our core focus is around decision superiority. So how can we help people on the front line make faster and smarter decisions, both at the tactical side, so things like in the digital targeting web, all the way up to the strategic. So balance of investment and procurement decisions, because the decisions you make at the strategic end determine how you're going to fight in 2 years' time. So they are very much joined up. So yeah, we're bringing AI into that process and how we fuse that with the armed forces and the people on the ground.
Can you talk about some of the challenges in that space that you're trying to solve, some of the specific challenges?
Oh, and it's really easy. There's no challenge. No. There's lots.
And it never changes.
No. So there's challenges always around data, but our approach is decision-centric. So it's data comes and goes. There's subject to misinformation, disinformation. So data's, it's something, if we can have it, great, but ultimately we still have to make a decision. But I think the real challenge is around cultural change. It's really understanding how AI can not just speed up what you were doing before, but fundamentally change how you operate. And I think there is a lot of education that we still have to do in terms of what the possibilities are and what change can be done at the speed, the speed that we can move at as well. So I think there are a lot of challenges, but I think it's really exciting. I think it's moving faster. I think there's a huge willingness to adapt and change. So yeah, no, it's really exciting times actually.
We hear a lot about going from experimentation and into real implementation. If you had to give us a grade on where we are today on that spectrum, especially in defense and intelligence, where are we?
Getting better. I think if I was, when we talk to CTOs across defense, one of the challenges that I always say to them is map out how long it would take you currently to take advantage of some amazing technology, say from a new SME that's just come up, built some amazing technology. How long will it take to get that in the hands of the warfighter? And when they map that out, it can be 2 years. If you're doing well, it's 12 months. But the problem with that means you're always fighting with last year's equipment. So I think by mapping out what needs changing, we can start to massively cut that down. Because ideally, if there's amazing technology this morning, we should better use it this afternoon. And so there is massive change, and it is accelerating, and we are cutting time in half constantly. So it is a massive improvement, but there's still a long way to go.
When you see organizations doing it successfully in defense, how are they combining AI, cloud infrastructure, data to really move these workflows across the battle space?
I think from a software point of view, you've got to be able to build in a way that you can take advantage of the hyperscalers like Oracle, so that you can deploy onto OCI and across roving edge devices seamlessly. So I think as software developers, we have to make sure we're building in the right way, and it's not building in a traditional web application way. It is different. So I think that's the onus on us, but also the onus is on us to sit with the end user and really understand the problems that we're trying to solve, but also question them. Because I think AI is not just about doing what we did before faster. It is about we're looking at first principles and going, okay, so why did you do that? Oh, well, we've always done it that way. Okay, well, is that actually really helping you achieve your outcome? So we sometimes play that kind of agent provocateur, and sometimes it's an agony uncle, like, oh my God, I need this now. But I think the culture's changing, and I think SMEs and the ecosystem and companies like Oracle are also playing a part in how we interact with defense, because it is it's multiple relationships happening at the same time for it to really work.
Let's talk about that. You're part of the Oracle defense ecosystem from last year,
Yes.
this same show. What makes Oracle the right hyperscaler as a partner for the work Whitespace is doing?
I think there's a few things. One, your cloud infrastructure is the same as in the air-gapped environment. So this rapid speed from one environment to another. But I think it's also, you move extremely fast. You're a large organization. I mean, you don't move as fast as us, but but you move extremely fast, and very mission driven, and that's really important. So when we had an opportunity to put our AI onto the Prince of Wales aircraft carrier for for a deployment, and there was a very, very short period of time, we reached out to Oracle, you dropped everything, and we deployed our technology onto a roving edge device, onto the aircraft carrier in incredible speed. And I think that showed to us that Oracle's a fantastic partner to deal with. Yeah.
So you're showcasing Project Conexus
Yes.
at this event. Tell us about this demonstration.
Yeah, sure. So this was born out of our work as part of Project Asgard, which is the UK Army's digital targeting web. So this is where you sense, decide, act, and analyze to find targets and hit them. We're very much focused on the decide and the analyze, the learning side. And we saw, as part of that, an opportunity to bring the Oracle defense ecosystem together to build it end to end. So we reached out to yourselves and we said, look, we think with the other members in the ecosystem, we could pull together a full demonstrator. This was about 6 weeks ago. So we're working with Quantum Sisters, Mattermost, Arkit, Esri Janes, brought those all together. We built out a capability, and it's now live at the show.
Wow, the Oracle defense ecosystem at work, right?
Absolutely,
Here.
absolutely.
Awesome, great. Thank you so much for joining us, Paul.
No problem. Thanks, Fritz.